All I've ever wanted. Those are the best podcasts.
Right?
There are a lot of things you can do in a hotel room. Everyone needs to stop talking to me. I need to do my job. No, doing my job set. I have to set it up before we can start talking. Gosh, guys. Don't distract me. That's going to be the title. Huh? Huh?
What'd you say?
Summer Bowl.
Oh, you
I heard something about Game of Thrones.
30 cups. So 30 cups in is 30.
There's babies.
Makes my
Why you sit so far back, Amy?
remaining water.
Why you blush, Amy?
Once I have.
Spoiler, close your eyeballs. Because I'm going to do a hand motion.
I haven't seen it yet. Shut your butthole.
If you reveal any Game of Thrones spoilers, you will be nailed at the stake. I just hope you realize what you're doing.
Because I'm dead. That's
very hungry.
McDonald's. Hey!
We're just gonna clap every time someone comes in because we're.
And people are going to be like, what's going on in there?
What about that?
Just kidding. Well, hello and welcome everybody.
This is the
They're going to be
Other
book
podcast.
stars. I feel like they're like, rainbows.
Come on in. Where are you going? Asshole.
Hurry back.
Come on. Into the room.
We're going to bring you
Get a seat. Sit the fuck down. Sit down.
I can, yes.
No, sit the fuck down.
The whole time. Probably cry all the time. We can keep the door open. We'll try not to swear for like 5 more minutes or so.
They came back!
Like, I don't know what you expect of me.
Shots before we came in, so.
Beyonce bought me fireball shots. Which
Yeah, the asshole Thomas bought 2 shots for her and him and left me sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah.
So how's Comic-Con been? Cheer if you had a good time. Woo! That was our Hispanic Asian Amy Lynn. She is our moderator. Like we need one or whatever.
Yeah, so anyways, thank you, everyone.
I think you just took the bull on
I know, I was like, don't talk about me. The last time you did on a podcast, I was scarred for life.
Wait. Speaking of that, I have one, and it deals with the topic today, which is Phoenix Comicon.
I'm scared. Nope.
No, it's great. So I don't know if any of you have listened to the podcast before, but this last one, I'm sure you might remember me telling you a story about how Amy went up to a random girl and was just like, wow, look at her hair, and randomly just went to a random girl, just touched her hair, and the girl didn't notice, luckily, and she did it today with a girl with one of those like Back to the Future hats, and she was just like, pretty hat.
Yeah.
She just pet her hat, and I'm like, you don't even know that girl. And she's like, that's my best friend. And I'm like, okay. So now, in my head, I'm like, it happened again. Like, this is just a thing with her.
There's a pattern of the random touching in the random hotel rooms and losing Amy.
It starts already.
I don't even want to be part of this shit. No, there's microphones on here.
I had a zombie almost trying to eat my hair.
You had a zombie try to eat your hair.
Yeah.
It was me.
Let's be real, it was probably Amy.
How does that even happen though?
Were they like goat zombies or?
I guess they were just hungry.
They were just hungry. Was it at the zombie walk or?
No.
No.
That makes it
Wait,
weird.
where what?
So someone was just on the floor trying to
It was
eat
at
your
the
head.
exhibition. It was in the exhibition hall.
Paint a picture for us.
I guess it was. Zombies were just coming back at us. We're like, go for the head.
I wasn't aware there was an exhibition hall.
to be honest with you.
That's true. There we go. His brains. What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Zombies over everything. It used to be just the brains.
I feel like these cosplayers, though, if you're gonna like break that fourth wall and actually touch the people, you might as well actually eat their brains, because otherwise you're just like an asshole when you walk away.
Just carry like intestines and like grapefruit and just freak out on them, and everyone's like, wait, what's happening?
What's going on right now? But I have some sausage in my hands. I think it's really good.
Did anyone go to the zombie? Hey!
It's only like you're late.
How great does it feel to be half naked?
5:05.
Oh, don't worry. We like know
What?
we're
Where?
small.
Oh, assholes.
They knew better.
They're like, I hate.
Oh, this guy right here is leaving right now. Oh.
What?
You better have
We're
to take
shaming
a dog.
Yes,
You
sir.
son of a bee. Where the hell are you going? Really? Get your beard back over here right now. Get your beard over here. Yes, sir.
What's the name of your show?
Oh.
Yeah, let's begin. Yeah, let's begin, shall we?
Here's hi, man. You guys welcome. This is the XX podcast.
No, she's moderating.
Yeah, okay, so hello and welcome everyone. You are now sitting in our live, I said it, live XX podcast featuring me. Also featuring these people that just walked in. Hello.
Yes.
You are loved. Anyways, my name is Amy Lynn. I will be moderating, or at least trying to. This is Angelica Danger Dawn. And to the far left, right?
Because everybody can totally see us right now.
Yes.
On the podcast.
This is, oh yeah, hello. Listen to the sound of her voice.
Look to the far right.
We're gonna do this every single time. People listening are
He
gonna
brought you water.
fuck is happening?
Oh my god, we actually brought water.
Amy just cursed. I
She
just
did.
want everyone to know that Amy Lynn just said the F-bomb.
Yep.
If you guys don't know, I am
Taking
the
over.
Alright, I am the PG-13
That was
XX
water. I thought it was
for all of you that would like to know. And on the far right is Anna Von Winter. Like we said, this is a live podcast, so audience participation is highly encouraged. You guys are not necessary. You are all encouraged to come and join and bicker at us because we like to bicker back.
We're assholes.
As long as you don't mind me bickering back with you, we're good.
I like to
Come on,
closer.
girl. Come on. Come on. But yeah, guys, we do have a microphone if you want to come out at any time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, come on.
We like you. Anyways, so today's podcast is going to be.
Amy's the worst moderator. She's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
yeah,
Everybody's
let's
welcome
chat.
to it.
I don't mean the best moderator.
For you guys, you're like,
Depends on the
first
person.
stage.
You will dub me the best moderator after this panel.
Amy's never gonna ask us to come from that early on.
All right, so this weekend we are.
You don't come back.
I like you too. We love you. So this weekend we are doing a live podcast, like I said, for the 10th time. I'm really bad at moderating. Sorry guys, you're just gonna have to deal with it. And we are going to be recapping Phoenix Comicon, and since there are only 3 of us to recap a whole weekend of festivities, we are going to need your help. So we'll go ahead and start it off, but there will eventually be questions encouraged by you guys.
For the most part.
For the most part. And they have a lot to say, so I don't even know. You guys are gonna have to talk fast. But let's begin.
Anna, how was your week? When did you get here, by the way?
Thursday at like 5.
That's when it all started.
That's when
What did you? So what did you do your first day and all that funsies? No one was here at 5 a.m. except for security guards on Thursday, sir.
I don't even know if anybody was here at 5 a.m.
Security guards.
You always said 5, I was confused.
5 p.m. I don't work in the morning.
Yeah,
I have a real job.
that's a little early. Like,
Real
it's not like San Diego where
That's
you're
not
like
early,
spending
that's
the
not
night
5 a.m.
over from
Fine,
Hall
that's
H or
fine.
whatever. So you got here at 5.
Yeah.
The truth comes out.
So you got here at 5 p.m.
Can we actually start with what you guys are cosplaying? Because you have
Yes.
some really fancy hairdos that I just and other things that I just cannot comprehend.
We're cosplaying drag queens.
How many of you have read Drag Queens?
Does anybody even know what it is?
2 people! Yeah! Those are the first people. Really? I know. 3 people!
And we call this a Comic-Con.
You haven't read it yet? You need to. It's actually really fucking awesome. Like,
have a copy.
you can find it online too. Like, you can download. I know it's not as fun to download. It's fun to be like, turn the page and turn the page.
I feel like since there's so many people that don't know what Drag Queens is, it would be nice to get a nice synopsis from the nice ladies.
You're being a great moderator now.
I know she is. She's like,
There's a reason why our podcast is called Derailed. Because we can never stay on topic for the life of us.
we go in and we're like, no, that we like go in and we're like, we're gonna talk about this and this. We totally got this. This is gonna be great. And it's like,
None of the topics we covered.
Just
And we talked about 4 other things we never planned on. Yeah.
So,
Right?
So what's Drag Queens?
Drag Queen's a comic book that we absolutely adore, and it's our biography. I don't know if anybody's read it.
it really is like
So kind of.
it's a comic book that's set in like fantasy kind of era, and it's actually and it's
Peanut gallery, hush down.
this is all the peanut butter. But it's with like real women, like women who like talk like fucking Anna does, and like you like read this comic and you're like, oh shit, I know someone like this, and it's not like these characters are fictional. Like, what's happening on the side over here? Anna's just conjuring a whole bunch of fucks, and that's actually
Fest right here.
that's actually like part of like the character, like the character Hannah, which Anna is cosplaying. The beginning of the comic book actually has like different, like you turn the page and it's one character's like picture and it's another. And for Hannah, it's her casting spells and it's let me conjure a little fuck for you. And that's totally, I don't know if you guys know Anna, but that's totally Anna. And then the character I'm dressed as is Betty, who's just basically
A drug out little lesbian.
hey, come on, but yes, like hers is like her thing is the Betty, and it's like shrooms and all this like stuff that's mixed in the drink and stuff. And there's one part just to get an idea for Betty
They go
where
questing to get orcs. And they're like, Betty, did you bring the food? She's like, fuck yeah, I did. Candies and mushrooms.
yep, seriously just bring like mushrooms and candy for food.
And we're not talking about tacos.
No. And then there's another one, spoiler alert, I'm so sorry guys, but spoiler alert, where they fight mushroom people. And Betty's face when she like freaks out is like, mushroom people? Fuck yes! And she like freaks out and starts eating them. Like, you know those were real people, right? And she's like, and she's like chewing. It's awesome. So just to give you an idea about this comic book,
They're
it's
crass,
fantastic.
drunk, drug-taking elf people in a fantasy world. They're mercenaries. There's like 5
Four.
They're
mercenary
like gangs
groups
or
going on.
like mercenary groups and stuff. And there's, what's the brony one called? Do you guys remember?
Shit.
It's like totally a shout out to bronies though,
And
which
they
I
come
still
so much
don't understand.
dumbasses.
How many bronies are in here right now? Can you explain? There's a microphone right here. Can you please explain why you love My Little Pony so much? Come on up here.
Do
sit.
tell on up, sir.
Explain this to me.
As I
We
walked
have-
up in my Marilyn Manson shirt.
Oh, we have a microphone right up here. Just like, just like. Well, then, we'll allow it. Guys, we're gonna come up here and talk. You can.
So one of the reasons that I think that My Little Pony is, because my friend got me into it. He's a huge, crazy super brony, and I've never really.
There we go.
Oh, this is so sexy.
I had someone like I went on a rant on Twitter and I was like, guys.
I think that that kind of side of it is weird, but I like cartoons. I watch more adult cartoons like Rick and Morty and Space Dandy and animated stuff. And what? I
AxeCon.
heard Axe Cop is pretty good.
It's
I wanna
fucking
check that out.
awesome. Like
They
the comic book is hilarious. Like if you ever need a comic just to sit on your coffee table and for people to look look at. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, you can read one little issue, it's like 3 pages long for one issue. And it's just like flipping through just random as fuck randomness. That's great. But
Yeah, I've seen previews. On just some of the ads for YouTube. But I was gonna say, My Little Pony just kind of reminds me of the cartoons like Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls and stuff. Like I watched when I was a kid, because the story and the character development and stuff like that are actually good. And then on top of that, the art is really, cutesy. And of course, it is for girls, and I don't really.
It's for kids.
I know it's
girls.
not necessarily for girls. That's a good point. It's for kids, and I think that making it, just thinking about it, it's like, oh, ponies are for girls. Is one of the reasons people find it so weird that men even like it, because there's tons of men that still like cartoons. I mean, I still love cartoons, and the fact is that when I watch it, I don't think about it as, in a creepy way. I think about it as like, this is well-written stuff. This is some pretty well-written character development, good stuff, and is actually funny.
Who's your favorite pony?
That makes sense to me, because some people are just like, it's a great show, and I was like, that's
Like, what
mean
about
shit
this
to me.
show? They're like, oh, there's music, and I'm like, there's music in everything.
But that was a great answer. Thank you. But I've like working at a comic book shop. You hear the good and the bad, but mostly bad. And you hear stories like when I ask people, I'm like, why do you like My Little Pony? And people are just like, I don't like it at all. And just like they tell you stories like I've heard about someone who's worked at Toys R Us. And they have My Little Pony there and stuff like that. And they've had to clean up 18 and over, right? Male jisms from the aisle in the My Little Pony. So that's why I'm like, why is that a thing?
Well, the worst part though with My Little Pony, like I have a kid at home. Well, not my kid, but
I stole a child.
Like, see, there's My Little Pony, so it's on all the time. We're like, okay, well, whatever, I'll sit down and watch it. I don't particularly find it interesting, and I can see why people would enjoy it, but it's not like Dexter's Laboratory or any of the other ones, in my opinion, because Dexter's Laboratory had, like, really adult jokes in it. And same thing with Powerpuff Girls, so I can see why you'd like those, but I just can't get on the My Little Pony thing. But they had an episode recently where some kid had won an entry and got his likeness in a pony form, a little handicapped child. And the actual creators had to go online and be like, can you guys please not draw porn of this child? Like, are you serious? Like, you physically have to go online and be all like, no, seriously, don't draw porn. This is a handicapped child who won a contest. Don't do this. And so the bronies, or I don't know if bronies is the right term, they went online and specifically did the worst animated porn for this handicapped child pony. And it makes me want to rage so bad. Like, that's why I like this costume. It's like going around punching people. It's totally a character. And I can take out all my aggressions because that makes me fucking pissed.
Watch out if your name's Gary.
Gary?
Fuck you, Gary.
Did you see, okay, so they asked for, because you always get, hot girls get fan art and stuff like that, of them being all hot and whatever. So they requested for male fan art from Rat Queens, and someone drew Gary. I think it just has, a symbol over it. And he's just like, what? The whole time, it's just Gary. You guys have to read the comic. Gary is the epitome of the fuck you, man, and everything. He's like, what's going on, guys? Fuck you, Gary. That kind of thing. Shut up.
There's a girl.
Shut up. Whatever.
I dig it.
But that was the best description of why you like My Little Pony I've ever heard
Just
in my
because
life.
it's a good show and well written.
I'm not really, I really find it so creepy. Somebody
Yeah,
married Twilight Sparkle, a plushie that he got of it.
What?
And he got really mad. He ranted online about everyone drawing porn of Twilight Sparkle. And he's like, my wife really doesn't do that, so I'd really like to ask you to stop. I was like, you are the problem.
Well, we got these plushies in the store, and I'm like, oh, I know what's gonna happen to these. No! Well, someone in the shop has taken a Wonder Woman piggy bank and.
Well, that's because
They have this all in the bottom.
of it,
So it's just this drawer right here.
I have that piggy bank.
I
different one.
Scarred for life.
Welcome. Now you know what I did before.
It was that piggy bank that he humped. I gave.
Amy's face.
It wasn't. Amy's crying in the
Well, thanks
corner.
everyone for having me. If you want to find me, just follow the trail of tears.
What's worse is I've heard. See, this My Little Pony has like I've only heard bad. Is there's an app? I think you were telling me about. Can you tell me about this app that you've heard about, My Little Pony, and the?
That's a thing.
I don't know.
Oh, the licking app?
The You Fuck the Pony app with your finger. That thing.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that app.
Like 18 plus to like,
Where you just
in a disclosed
It's
room,
like an
not
app where
recorded
you like.
live.
Yeah.
I hit my nose with this pen. Anyway, so Phoenix Comicon, guys.
Don't do things anymore. I see you uncomfortable.
How did I even get on?
Can we talk about the guests?
That was all you.
I don't even know how that happened. Okay, so Thursday you were here at 5 p.m., sir. So 5 p.m. you were here, and
5 p.m. I was already intoxicated, and we walked around in post-apocalyptic and fucked with everyone. We were running up. I know there was this whole like cosplay does not equal consent thing, but you know what I'm talking about, Kevin. Looking up, running up and groping your friends from behind. It's my favorite thing in the world.
that's the best. It's like people that you know.
Wait.
You go from the
Now
front.
your audience thinks that Kevin runs around and gropes people from behind.
You do.
Oh, you guys groped me.
Shrinking tall back. So there's that.
Kevin, can we be friends?
That is consent.
So cosplay is consent with friends.
With your friends, people don't fucking touch them.
Yeah.
But it's the best thing to run up on somebody and like grab them all seductively from behind. They're like, what the fuck?
I got
They
so
turn
many
around and
It's
colors.
an audience comment. It's like, damn it. I hear your voice. I'm like, all right.
Oh, damn, there it is. The boy is a penis. Feeling through my armor.
Wait, what? That's some strong armor. And a strong peen.
Even.
That's why she's marrying it.
Yeah, let's all congratulate Anna with having a boy that's awesome. that she'll be marrying. Nerd love forever.
Met 5 years ago at Phoenix Comicon.
Woo!
Next year at Phoenix Comicon.
The place where dreams come true.
And you have
Or
6
something.
elevators.
Wait, was I here?
No.
This kid heard sex in elevators and what? He was like, oh no.
I'm not gonna do
Speaking
it.
of that, this Comic-Con, we had the best elevator experience ever. And I've been in an elevator with Samuel L. Jackson and stuff like that, and it was hilarious. But we had a guy, like it was like a whole bunch of girls in like costumes that were slutty and whatever. No, we weren't that bad, but still.
Say slutty.
Slutty. But I assume this is what's going through his mind. He's like, girls are in the elevator, and he like we're getting close to his floor, and he's prying like a cat, like
Because there's nothing more
please.
frightening than
And
being in an elevator and someone trying to pry the doors
he's
open
like
in front of
this,
you.
like clawing at the door, trying to get it open as quickly as possible, and he like bursts out of the door as soon as it opens, and we're like, bye, and he looks back and goes, and then keeps running. It was the best thing I've ever experienced in my life. Like, I would play it in my head and just go, that was the thing.
Oh, man.
So, that was one of my fun experiences.
I think my best elevator experience this year was we were taking the freight elevator, which is in the back of the exhibit hall. Because I was in full Ventress and I wasn't about to walk through 100,000 people to get upstairs in less than 20 minutes.
Slave Ventress.
Slave Ventress
Mind
was
you,
like
so mostly
really
naked
big.
Ventress. Which
But
is all
yeah, so we
right.
took the freight elevator and we're like, all right, this is gonna be super quick. We can just go outside and run away and it'll be great. And then fucking Julie Newmar's on the other side of the elevator. And I'm all, it's Julie Newmar. She's like, oh my god, you're really pretty. I was like,
And Anna's like telling Thomas,
I was like, Julie Newmar said I was pretty. He's all like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm gonna text Angelica.
yeah, I got the text. She's like, I have to tell somebody, and it's me.
Oh, that was so
That was beautiful. And I was like, yeah. Hey! But it
think I told everybody like 10 times, like, no, I was great.
That's how I feel with this.
You're not wearing a bra.
It's great. Like, this is Sunday in my mind. I'm like, it's Sunday fun day, no bra day. And I didn't say that because I know people, I was wearing a tube dress earlier, so I know someone might have gone, haha, and just been like, nipples. And then my boobs were, but I'm covered right now, don't worry. Earlier I was setting up and like bending over, and I knew someone was going to be like, don't fall, man. It's okay to be drunk, but don't be that drunk.
Don't be that guy, Brony.
That's the best part.
Oh man.
So we're still on. So Thursday.
That was about it for me. I literally just drank and fucked with people.
You have a fiance, Anna.
We have a good relationship.
So we've talked about Anna's past, like John Barrowman experience, and that you can tell again because they're all.
My crotch.
He's
His
fantastic.
bikini and he's all like, spread him. I was like, okay.
Barrowman's a
When John
spreader.
Barrowman tells you to do something, you can do it.
Okay. So my turn. We went and we were like, he comes out and it's the usual, guys, anything goes. Except this year, no kissing, unfortunately.
Fucking sick from conflict
Yep,
last
that's
year.
why. He's like, because I got sick last year. But still, like, he comes out and goes, anything goes. So we all look at each other and go, okay, he's gonna touch us or we're gonna touch him. So, my ass got grabbed and slapped so hard, I just
The photo, he has a handful of ass. And not just like touching it, but you can actually see the grip.
So he got into position for it. He literally went, like grabbed. And best part is the photographer, like the camera, something was, and he's like, hang on 1 second. So we were stuck on my ass, just sitting there, and I'm like,
Please don't fart.
no, it was more like, and I jizzed in my then the photo was over and he slapped us away and it was just the best. Better than when Anna broke her wooden spoon over my ass, which was insane.
With my post-apocalyptic, I usually carry a wooden spoon.
Last
In
year.
the original Mad Max series, his sidekick dude carries a wooden spoon. So it's my homage. And she was in this fucking like bikini Harley Quinn, whatever. And she was posing all cutesy, bent over, and I took my wooden spoon and I went, whoa, bam!
Loudest
And
wind
it
in the
echoed.
woods.
It was all broken over her ass. And I told that story so much. He goes, yeah.
And then later on, like there were like a couple of people behind us that I knew from going to conventions and stuff, and they come up to me and go, John Barrowman says you have a great ass, and I was like, yes! That's all I've ever wanted. I could die happy now. I told my boyfriend, I was like, some gay guy, or I think he's bisexual, some gay guy just said he likes my ass, he's like, I agree. And I'm like,
Yeah, last year I tried really hard to get my fiance to go in the photo, but he was being a little bitch, so he ran away. But John Barrowman legitimately wanted to touch my fiance. I'm like, please do.
you're so
Just
odd.
touch him. I'll sit in the corner. It'll be great. I'm like, what? What? We have a good relationship.
Did anyone else do photo ops at all? Can you guys please tell us about your photo op today?
There's that.
Please tell us. It was fantastic.
Gotta get out there.
You guys did the Princess Bride one, didn't you?
Yes, I got photos of it. I will post later. It was fucking amazing.
So this lovely couple did a gender bend Princess Bride, and she's still happy. in her
He was
costume. And you
Buttercup.
should have showed up in your dress.
He was fucking buttercup.
You should put it on and come back.
No, we can't talk to us. So we'll talk about something else till then. You can stay here. But no one look at him while he's getting ready.
Do it now. Everybody look at him while he's getting ready.
And he runs away. Yay, people!
How did I just walk in? I gotta get out of here right now.
The walls are closing in on me. What?
He does come into a guy changing into a
It's true.
He's like, I don't
It's true.
Not my panel.
This is
Who wants to help?
Chop chop.
Guys. But I did another photo op as well. Like Friday, we did our supernatural costume. You know what supernatural fans in here? I'm gonna spoil it for you right now. No, but
She's the worst with that. Close your ears.
I am. I'm terrible. I'm like, I just said this and shit. That was a spoiler. My bad. And so Mark Shepard, who plays Crowley, was here. So I was like, I should make
Drunk
all
as
these
fuck for his
costumes.
photos, dude.
I was so stoked. Like, I got all these costumes together. I got 4 different costumes together. I got 4 different people to come with me to take pictures with Mark Shepard. And sorry, this looks great. So we go in there and like we're waiting in line and stuff, and it is 2 seconds with Mark Shepard, and just like, oh, let's take a picture real quick, ready, set, go, and that's it. Second of all, there was a buzzkill, the worst bitch of Comic-Con I've ever met in my life. You know you're excited to meet a celebrity like right before everyone is, and I'm like, yeah, photo shoot, and she looks at me and goes, why are you yelling? And I'm like, because I'm fucking excited, that's why. And he doesn't give a shit because he's way too high out of his mind.
All of his habits photos were all like,
I have to, I'll post the photo, he is high as fuck in his
bloodshot eyes.
like he's just like, 4 girls. Okay, and his beautiful voice. All he had to say was 4 girls, and I'm like, done. And that was it. I was like, I got what I needed. So just like arms around, and like, and then that was it. That was great, but still like high as fuck. I'll post the photo, and you'll be like,
come here, buttercup.
it's so beautiful.
All right, so back to the present bride story.
That's a
Nice
beautiful
wig,
wig.
actually.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like they didn't do like a male version buttercup. Usually it's full buttercup.
This was my condition for actually being in the picture.
Yeah.
because they announced Carrie Ann was like
Best of
a few
all.
weeks
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We have to dress up.
Whose idea was it? It was his
I
idea.
love it.
That's the best, 'cause it was his idea.
Yeah. He said, I'll do a couple's cosplay with you, but only if I get to be Buttercup. I love it. That's the best.
So Carrie actually, it was funny because we walked in, and Carrie looks at us and goes, and turns around. and then he comes back and he says, that's brilliant. And then he said,
In his super awesomely real fake British accent.
yes.
Right? Right?
Like most Robin Hoods.
But then he said he'd never seen us before, which was awesome. So
And
that
then
was
he
cool.
said he wished that he was cast in the movie. He said,
Yes. He
I said,
said,
like, I'm
he said, I wish you were cast in the movie. I went through all the trials for you.
Did you cry a little bit?
I did. And I peed a little bit.
That is awesome.
So as bad as he was before.
No.
No, oh, thank God.
Everyone kept on
We
saying
have the
that.
picture somewhere.
Show it to me. Actually,
I was like, the last thing I saw, he was like,
I wish we had the photo of.
and then they were only showing like old pictures of them. Like, what does he look like now? I mean,
He was wearing
considering going for
sunglasses,
it.
which is
Oh,
good.
was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's high.
I think everybody here is high.
Mark Shepard, you should just wear sunglasses just as a mental
Did you guys get to
measure.
see Mark Shepard's spotlight thing? He
No,
was hilarious. I don't know.
because he was high.
Probably.
What?
I just want everyone.
Hold it up.
He has the most uncomfortable smile.
But I heard he was awesome.
It was really
It was
nice.
It's like to everybody. Like I said, like it was usually for most photo ops, it's like shuffle in, your turn, your turn, your turn.
Yeah.
But he like talked to you guys.
He knows my name now.
He asked our names.
That's amazing.
He asked our names and everything.
Did he repeat your name?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's all I want. I was like, please, can you just say my name?
Say my name.
I'm holding it. Yeah. Be like, babe, let's get back.
I wouldn't care.
Right?
It's like you, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have a wonderful relationship as well.
There you go, right? Carry on with. Everybody's sexual preference. My sexual preference is
I'm taking this off.
That's fine.
I
It looks, the wig looks good. whatever degrees it is outside.
It's red, so it's all itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
shaved my head yesterday, so I have Velcro head right now. So my wig is all like.
I just like to grab her buns.
But I don't touches my all of them.
I'm leaving that to the listeners. They're gonna be like, oh shit, she's grabbing Anna's ass right
I
now.
can see it right now.
Butt grabs.
Yeah.
Yes. I just can't do a John Barrowman where it's like dumb indented. There was an indent. I looked at the photo and I was like,
Bruise, it was so good.
go girls. Yeah.
We'll post a picture on xx.com, but yeah, it was like, oh, like fucking
It was good.
hand grip. She's got a booty to begin with, so there's a lot to grab, but John Bowerman is like all in it.
Oh, there's a photo right here.
Shut up! There it is!
Look at it. Look at it. Look at my nuts. Yeah. You can just show it to the people behind you. Just lift it up and be like, damn. Yeah.
Ass grab.
Oh god.
It's a piece of paper!
It's a frisbee.
Oh, well, hey, I think the Princess Bride couple needs a round of applause.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was the biggest cosplay get together I've ever seen. Usually, like for photo shoots and things like that, it's like, give me an hour, I have to get ready real quick. And boom, that's just like, I got this. It was good. That was me putting on costumes and not beatboxing, by the way.
I think I have a Bobby can dig into my brain right now.
So there's something that happened this weekend that I think is new. I could be wrong, but I heard there were mermaids here this year.
There were.
That's me.
So what happened?
In like 6 inches
Like real mermaids.
Cool water in the middle of 110-degree weather.
wasn't-
It was awesome!
It wasn't cesspool water because it was the first day. And weird thing about Phoenix water is there's a shit ton of chlorine in it to the point where you're like, can I add more into it? And people are like, no, don't do that, you'll die. And so we couldn't add any more chlorine to the water out there. But
Cool water.
so for the second day I didn't go because I'm a terrible human. I'm a better mermaid. It's whatever. And but I didn't want to go because one, it's fucking hot as shit. Two, John Barrowman photo op, and 3, because it's hot as fuck outside, and I just didn't want to die. I like being alive, so.
Yeah, you think it'd be nice like wadding around in a 6-inch pool, but
6 inches of water. 6 inches. 6 inches of water turns
and she's
to
lying
bath
about
water.
6 inches in.
It's this big. $5 footlongs, guys. It's it. So 6 inches turns into bath water really quickly in 100 and some odd degree weather.
And you know what happens when water gets hot? It turns into a cesspool.
I didn't
It's
think that.
disgusting. Like,
It's terrible because all I kept thinking, I know they had security guards by the pool and stuff, but all I was thinking was,
how many of these mermaids peed in the pool?
no, there are a lot of hobos in Phoenix
In front of the South
and
Pole, too.
drunk people. So how many of them were like, oh, giant toilet, and just like peed into the
Because it's
pool?
been out for the last 3 days.
It has. It was
They
set
haven't changed
up.
the water.
Yeah, it was set up on Thursday
Well, yeah.
when we first went in.
Yeah. Do you know what
Yeah.
happens when a person soaks in a pool or a tub for so long? Your pores open up and all the oil and all your skin sloughs off. I am a thing I hate. I fucking hate baths. Like I have the most disgusting. I go CD and I'm like,
It's terrible, and I'm sure Amy can attest to like hating to shower, and a lot of people in here might hate
You
to
a dirty
shower.
bitch.
To be fair, I showered today.
Really?
Once a month. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I did.
But I hate showering and stuff, and I've never showered so much in a convention. I did. Don't
So I think what we're saying is next year we're gonna have to get PETA out there so that they can take care of the mermaids.
No, I'm sorry, but being a mermaid was so much fun. Like the kids' faces.
The crowd
Hey,
was kind
the
of-
kids' faces. They were just they're looking in. You guys can come on in. Come on in. The kids' faces though are hilarious. Like kids will fucking stare you down and be like, "Is this real life?"
We see
There are
mermaids in movies
mermaids.
that are here and you're all like,
Because code is you can't tell a kid, like, one, you can't ever have your fin laying out. That's the equivalent to like Santa Claus ripping off his beard and stuff. You can't have your tail laying out. You can't take a picture of just your tail because then it's like a sushi, like you're cut in half and stuff. And like for that, like you have to tell, like when people are like, how'd you get your tail? You're like, I grew it. Like that's just the code of the mermaids is that you grew it. And like being
Well,
like,
my mom met a beta fish.
yeah. At a time. And like you all act like sisters and stuff like that. And it's really, really fun just to like joke with kids and like you have conch shells there and like, hang on, I gotta call on my shell phone and stuff. And there's a huge dirt picture of me going
She has the best Photoshop.
on a shell phone. I'm like, I'm talking to my mom. And someone took a picture in the middle of me going, Mom. And so I have to record it.
Super nerd-tastic.
We'll post it. You're welcome. You can giggle all you want. It looks so
You have like
stupid.
no chin. It's all like.
There's a problem with my face. Like, I was okay, but I turn into nerd goo, and then like my face just goes, and I have no
chin.
facial structure at all. It's just nerd goo.
I love it. Nerd goo?
When I freak out, so
Another technical term.
Wow.
She's in it!
I would.
You're late.
That's okay. You're just getting to the best part.
We love you.
You're terrible
Stay.
at like talking about this.
Don't
like,
judge me, Kevin.
Hey, were there any mermen?
There were. I wanted Adam Patrick Murray. I don't know if any of you know. He's a great.
The OG
We
merman.
wanted him to be a merman so bad. They were only allowing pirates, but I was like, hey, if you need a dude to be a merman,
He's got the hair for it.
I just feel like you need to try to be like, I got this bitches. This is what I'm saying there. Apparently you'd be a gay mermaid in my mind. Just like, but we have a little bit left, so I really want to invite someone up on the stage who's been fucking amazing to us, to all of us girls, like everyone, every cosplayer I know really, who's just like helped us out so much with
Come on, Andre,
everything.
you little
Andre,
fucker, get up
please
here.
come up to the front, like. You guys really don't know this, like if you're a fan of any of like Lindsay Lee's, like anyone like that, any of their cosplays and stuff, but this guy has helped like buy posters and fund our costumes. So since forever, but like this guy's just helped us out to like keep us going and keep our addiction for cosplay going on. So thank you so much and welcome to the stage. Huzzah! So how's your Phoenix Comicon been?
This is the first time you've been here, right?
They're waters.
Phoenix Comicon.
Right, but you were at Amazing Arizona like 6 months ago, or when was it?
6 months ago.
I don't have a time frame, don't judge me. But yes, he was here at Amazing Arizona, and this is his first time at Phoenix Comicon, so how does it rate?
He's a
to
Canadian.
get into- Yeah, he's from Canada! He tried to sneak me illegal chocolate eggs, but it didn't.
So does anyone remember when Disney had like those little spheres of chocolate and it had like
Wonderball!
yeah. No, in
No,
they're Wonder
Kinder,
Balls
yeah.
in America. And they have them in Canada still with the Disney princesses and shit.
But those are the Kinder eggs.
So they came in a box and then they came in a wrapper and Americans were too fucking retarded
Because we chose on
to
everything.
not eat the inside. They were just like chocolate. So we couldn't have them anymore. And they're
The
illegal.
little thing in the Kinder egg is about 2.5 inches long. And like how do you choke on it like a child? Like you'd have to
I got a platypus
You got a platypus?
I have like a little build-your-own platypus in the
in a Kinder egg?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like a real one.
She's like, oh, a baby platypus thing. Oh, I can grow it now. I'm my best friend and I'm gonna kill use its poison darts to kill people. Because they kill people.
What is wrong with you?
Angelic baby dog, my friend.
I'm just going dark in this character. I'm going dirty and dark.
Platypus. Do you know platypuses are poisonous?
That's why I'm saying it. I'm not being a crazy. Platypuses can
I never
kill.
knew that. I thought they were just adorable little creatures that laid eggs. That
They're
were
like beaver ducks. Beaver ducks. They're beaver ducks, right?
Do you have a personal favorite? Platypi.
What?
I don't think so.
Platypi, is that the
Everyone's like, platypi are adorable. And I'm like, no, they'll fuck
Those ones not Mises, it's just platypus.
I just keep
I think they're
so
platypi.
I'm like having a hard time.
Platypus.
No.
I don't want to go right now.
Speaking of choking.
Why did you do that?
Because when you think of platypus, you think
And he's like, hey! How drunk are you?
We left them at the bar when we came in.
We did leave them at the There's like just a little, it's the opposite of my $5 foot long, and it's just like, I'm just this drunk. Yeah, that's what you just did right now.
So anyway, on
Oh, you are just flowy, aren't ya?
How's your Phoenix Comicon? Mr. Canada's like, Arizona's hot.
Oh, wait. Is this your first Phoenix Comicon?
No,
But you went to Amazing Arizona, right?
That's like,
Is this your first time cosplaying?
No.
Oh.
If not, what was your cosplay before? It's your second day cosplaying.
This is the first one I've ever made.
Oh.
Ooh!
You mean all your
badges?
Dude, his badges,
Dude,
he like
badges for everything. He
everything.
made them himself, and they're
I don't know if any of you are familiar with Ray the cat. Does anyone know Ray the kitty cat? He's like a model. He's fabulous. But he had Ray patches, which are fucking fantastic. If you don't know Ray the kitty cat, what's his like
He has an
Instagram?
Ray the kitty model or something like that.
Model Kitty Ray.
Model Kitty Ray. He is just so fabulous. Like I've had the honor of shooting with him before.
He touched my boobs.
It's fantastic. He told me to with his paw before. I just, oh my
Well,
god.
he hates you because you put a bow on it. He goes,
I think I was the first one to like bring something over to dress Ray. I was like, I have a bow
Really?
tie.
That bow tie? Really?
Yeah, that was me. I was like, he needs some clothes. Because that's how Ray talks.
Shooting
apparently.
monsters and put a little red bow on him. He's all, oh, he fucking hates you. That's great.
Fuck your Christmas.
And after a while, he's all prancing around like, yeah, I look like a bomb. All the ladies love Ray though. Wait, what? Oh, that was a bobby pin that just flew out of my hair. I think that one was in my brain. Where did it come from? I don't know.
Maybe
If I
that
start
was the
randomly
one that was,
falling
like,
apart, I
poking
apologize
you.
and/or you're welcome.
I was like sitting here and I'm like, well, if anyone's gonna fall apart, I don't have anything to fall apart, but it's just,
I can see straight up your shirt.
it's just boobs. Boobs galore. This is like the best, not having a bra.
60% Angelica, remember. 60%.
Did anyone see that online?
Yeah.
The little like, I wish I wanted to see someone cosplay the map.
Stars as the shoes.
The map of like 60% boobs need to be covered. Was it boy shorts that needed
Yeah,
to be?
boy shorts or a unitard. You can't wear regular panties.
I
Like, as far as
saw,
girls, we
no,
wear regular
I
panties.
saw a guy in Batman whitey tighties and a
That's great.
Cape. Sorry.
It was a towel. See, so it, like I think they just made that just to like have it on paper that we said that people needed to be covered.
Well, I think because last year, ooh, there were some nasties last year though. Like people walking around straight up thongs and fishnets, and it was not pretty for even adults. I mean, like, granted, it's not like a body style thing. It's just like I don't want to see that. Your ass.
This is a family event. Why are you wearing that?
And, like, if your child is anywhere near my asshole, then you have the issue.
You're my favorite character. Why the fuck are you watching this?
I'm scared right now. Jen Palmer actually grabbed me, and as I was going downstairs with my slave ventress, and she's like, "Has anyone given you shit yet?" And I'm like, "No, why?" And she goes, "Well, apparently some of the slave ladies are getting, shit for, but they're all wearing thongs." I'm all like, "I'm wearing a thong." She goes, "Yeah, but you're bipeding, you're hot, so it's okay. And if they give you shit, tell them Jen Palmer's like, fuck off."
See, that's like it's like it's hard because like there's so many like
name drop her. I don't know.
there are just so many like things going on in the cosplay where it's like, oh, it doesn't matter what size you are, cosplay whatever, but you.
I don't want to see your ass near my face.
That's the problem is like
Never.
you can't.
I will
like,
pay
people
for that
say
at a club if I want
that.
that to happen. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's so many. How many vendors are out right now who have posters of girls, and it's just like the little shiny nipple, like, hey, you know, I'm.
What's the difference of
I'm
wearing
photos,
that
but-
and like actually like displaying that? Like, I don't understand why.
You can touch it.
You can touch what?
You can touch it? You can touch me if I'm like, just got like,
Dude, you
right
touch
here.
me in any costume and you're gonna.
You can't, because cosplay is not consent going around.
There is something wrong with some photographers this year, not you. You're
Anyone notice that? Like, how many people actually got asked for photos?
Photographers out this year. Some dude asked me to turn around in one of my costumes, and I'm like,
Yes.
no.
I feel like it was such a norm thing, like a couple years ago, for people to be like, can I take your photo? And like,
Well,
you'll
I
be,
take photos is one, but then they're like, well, I have a pose I want you to do for me. I'm like, you're
and
not
it's
paying
not,
for shit.
yeah, yep.
I ain't turning around for you. If you want a picture of my ass, that'll be $100. And then I'll gladly turn around for you and show you my horribly painted white ass. But
Is it still white? Wait. Is your ass still white? Is your ass still white, Anna?
my ass is still white because I use a really great body paint. And it did come off.
I have $100.
Very close. So you
I got $100 in my purse. Hello.
I thought it was gonna happen. I was like, yes! It's happening. Then the window was open too. Children would walk by and be like, what just happened?
Yeah, and for all of you listening to this podcast, that's why you need to come to the panel next year at Phoenix Comicon.
And Anna will whip out your ass.
We'll do an after dark one next time where it's like truly 18 plus. I dare. I'll be like, please.
So we actually, and this is the part of the podcast where we make Anna eat her words.
There's really $100 there. Yeah. The bathroom later, but these.
Everyone's got to pay.
Settle. I'm getting $100.
We want to.
We're terrible.
Yeah, let's just stay here. Let's have a slumber party.
We'll just wait till they kick us out, or we forget what we're talking about again. We'll be like, well, we gotta go, so let's go drink it networks. That. We'll leave it to questions. Whoever wants to walk up here can ask us questions. But did anybody run into a celebrity not in the convention hall this year?
At all? Ever? No.
That, did you? What you?
I ran into Bruce Campbell in the bathroom.
Fuck yeah. So was it in the convention hall though?
It was in the exhibition.
Okay.
It was by the,
Still
where the
good.
photo, where the photo
Did you
shoots
pee
were.
next to him?
What? Did you
Did you? Wait, did you?
Did you touch tips?
How big was it? I mean,
I
We
legitimately
crossed streams. No.
you
Did you guys wash your hands before you shake hands?
Yes.
Etiquette. I like it. So we're gonna leave these 10 minutes for questions?
So did you meet someone out at the convention hall?
I actually met someone in an exhibition hall walking around.
Okay.
Who was walking around?
Mark Shepard.
Shut up.
Sorry.
Was he drunk?
No.
Was he high? He was hot. He was just
You
hot.
said he was hot?
Oh, he had the Master Shield from the shield from Zelda.
Highly
He was just hiding behind it. He was just like walking. I'll take a pic. I can't do his accent. No one can do his accent. It was just like growly and Scottishy. It's just like
Scottishy? That's a word. Is he
Is he Irish or Scottish?
He's just like British.
I just listen.
Well, if
and
you're
I'm just
American,
like,
there's not much of a difference between Scotch and Irish.
Yeah, he's just got a sexy voice. We'll leave it at that.
He said a wonderful. But the thing is like, it's just so so different from years in the past where you would go to networks and you would drink with celebrities.
Like the two in front here are veterans and they're a good friend of ours.
Right in front.
But yeah, we talked about earlier how the Hyatt was the hotel that all the celebrities stayed at.
Right.
And I told everybody this year, I'm like, dude, just hang out at networks. Yeah, what's going on here? Is that my phone?
Phone.
Jesus.
Your phone.
Hopefully it vibrates later. But no, everybody used to hang out at the Hyatt, and well, everybody stayed at the Hyatt. Yeah, it's actually her best. I'm gonna get $200.
Yeah.
Oh, are you telling us we're done?
5.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, good.
Can we have 10?
So the next, if you're tuning out the networks, is awesome, and everybody hung out the networks, is celebrity heaven, yeah, woo!
I got like the last bit of that, and that's about it.
But no, it used to be the place where you would go there and
It's not me!
and you would like, it's me. No?
No, I don't
Well,
know.
you used to go there and like celebrities would be there. Like you would just run into them. Like I remember just going there and like you just run into people and they would talk
3
to you.
years ago, I
and be
got
like,
a drinking contest with Adam Baldwin and Aaron Douglas. That was awesome.
and then the guy who was about Star Galactica, like,
The whiskeys. Yeah, dude, it was great. They're like, I can't keep up. I'm like,
well, that's where Brian was with the
every night.
guy who played Chief from Battlestar Galactica. He was there and he was like,
Yeah.
he was there and he was awesome. He like shook my hand and he's like, what's your
Asking for
name?
questions, you're just hanging out. They just want to drink and
I'm
have a
so
good
sorry.
time. Yeah, I'm
He was like, what's your name? And I was like, Angelica. And I was like all shy and he was like, oh, that must be an angel's name. And I was like, so like that doesn't happen anymore. Like we were waiting for it because I was like, Anna, I'm gonna party with you this year because you outdrink people.
I drink a lot.
Like Anna can outdrink people. It's a thing. Like don't try to keep up with her. It's a challenge. If you accept, let us know. And
Sunday night, I am not having a drinking contest.
I don't work tomorrow, and I'm cosplaying Betty. I could probably have a drinking contest.
Yeah, no work tomorrow.
Yeah, no
Well,
work tomorrow.
fuck you, fool. I work at 7 a.m. I hate
Andre, what was your highlight of the convention, by the way, before I forget it?
Cup and John Barrowman.
Cup and John Barrowman.
I think
That's
John
a good
Barker was
one.
everybody's favorite part of this convention.
But that's the thing is, like, I don't understand what, I'm terrible. I'm like making this thing like scream.
Just hear that on the podcast.
You're just gonna make that your ringtone? I can't wait. No. But that's the thing is I don't understand why more celebrities don't make it like that to where you go in and they're like, hey, I'm gonna make it worth your $40 or $80 or $120 that you paid for this photo op to actually stand there, enjoy it, and have a photo that you'll remember. Like I appreciate that so much that he
Bruce
does
Campbell
that.
did that this year where he was doing the whole like 5 minutes, like no rushing. It's one person in the front. Nobody's gonna rush the table. If they want to stay here 10 minutes, they can stay here 10 minutes. And he did that. He's like, I'm seeing every last one of my fans. I don't have a time frame. Everybody's gonna get their chance. He's
Yeah.
groovy about that.
And like they were telling me that
Was he really?
Nathan Fillion did that.
Well, back in Calgary Expo last year.
Yeah.
That's Canada. That's not Arizona.
But karaoke is apparently he talked to like everybody and made sure that their photos were good. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, he made sure that their photos turned out well. I was like,
Yeah.
well, now I'm like, but he had sunglasses on. Why does he care? And I'm like, wow, he must have really cared what they thought and like
Yeah, 'cause I
talked
don't
to
care if they
people.
look like shit, but I can't tell you how many times I've grabbed a picture of Stanley and I look like this.
I feel like they must make adjustments when you take photos with Stanley to make him look great and you look like dog shit.
Trail like.
Because like I look like you look like you're dying and he's the youthful guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you make a joke crazy Stanley too?
I don't even think I was smiling. I was so excited. And I was like,
You're all bitch face.
yeah.
To where you look terrible. I was gonna say ugly, but no, it was just like. Just my hair too, by the way.
Do you have a question? You have been waiting so
I
patiently.
went to the Stanley panel. It was bad.
Was it bad?
It was bad, it was good.
Was he not
Like
coherent?
good bad.
Like a bad, good, bad, big,
So it was pretty good. He answered questions and stuff, and
You mean bad as in good or bad as in like
bad as in kick ass.
Okay, I was
I always noticed that. Like if you say something, shit, it's good. But if you say something is the shit, it's awesome.
But there's that extra the in there.
So I didn't have one word.
But if he says it's the bad, I feel like that's weird.
But no, I noticed that there was more tits and ass this year than last year.
As far as cosplayers?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, there was a bunch of girls walking around with bikinis, and I'm like, I got shit on my slave bench.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
lots of nip slips.
really?
So many.
Yeah, we were talking about
Put pasties over it. That's what I almost did. I was like, that's what I did.
I duct tape my tits to the inside of my slave Avengers costume. I'm like, even if this strapping breaks, it's duct taped in.
There's
They don't
can't see anything. There's little flowers. They're just like covers for your nipples. And you know, no, I have one. There's no full nipple. If there's a nipple, then hey guys.
Angelica, you're embarrassing your mother.
Mom's right there.
I know
Everybody, let's say hi to Angelica's mom.
there's no nipple. It doesn't count unless you see nipple.
It's true.
I also seen a lot of drag queens, like,
There have been a lot of male to female cosplayers this year.
yeah, like everywhere you turn, I was like, whoa.
There was actually one, like, I don't know what they call it, dark super gold. The super gold was all black and silver. I was like, God damn, like walking behind her, and I was like, that's nice.
I
And then I
see
turned
that.
around and I was gone, I was like, oh, okay, that's so nice. Yeah.
There was a fat girl that was like a dude that was like 6 foot tall.
I saw that.
Did you see it? I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Thomas dress up in drag next year.
What was your name?
Ivy was hot. What was it, Ivy?
Bunny Bulma was a guy.
Oh, I know who you are talking about. I know the guy. Yes, Cody.
Oh, that dude! Oh my God! There was 2 guys walking down the aisle, and one was in a slave Leia costume, like not even like a male version, just this big gnarly hairy dude in a slave Leia costume. And I was like, I want to say that's awesome. Question mark, but I'm not totally sure. Happy day.
I actually love that. Like the guy who's like started at San Diego Comicon who did like his Sailor Moon
With the bunny
at first. I fucking love seeing big hairy guys like dressed in like naked costumes. I'm like, yeah. My favorite was San Diego Comicon when a guy was dressed in underwear and just a cape, and he shaved his chest hair into the Batman symbol.
Or like the dude here last year who was all painted blue and had the fucking Triforce, and it was disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
And I nightmares for a week.
I love it. I love it. More power to you.
And you
No,
was carrying
but
out a box of tissues.
please.
I love it, especially if you do a dance with it and you're like,
What was that?
oh, you missed my dance. It's under the table, only you can see.
I know.
Well, I'm Betty, so.
Yeah,
You guys have to read Rat Queens. It's so
Yes.
fucking good.
I my phone is vibrating.
Oh, lucky you. But I think we have to go because we're
It's
over
like
time.
6:05, so.
Everyone get the fuck out right now.
But thank everybody for coming to our podcast.
Yes, we did. If you guys would love to go to networks and get drunk with us,
Waiting.
We love you guys.
Everybody sit down! If you buy us drinks, we may or may not flash you with pedals.
We're gonna take a group picture because we're.
Yeah! Thank you for being a moderator.
I'm good at one.
Because we stupid.
I'm not pulling out my.
All right, so you guys get down there. I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm taking.
Where do I
What day? Of course you.
All right, on the count of 3, everybody act like you're drunk. 1, 2, 3.